Troy, an interesting game because you're down 14-0, but then you get going, you're down 14-10 at halftime. Then the fourth quarter, things opened up. How much was conditioning an important part of this game for your club?
It was, Jim. It was just the heart and the guts of the United States Air Force Academy and an Air Force football team. I mean, just remarkable. I mean, just the soul and just everything they're made of. There was nothing pretty about it. I don't think we have that many guys that are necessarily models, but when you rip them open, some of these guys, the size of their chest cavities, just how big a heart they have. You saw it tonight because it was hard, really, really hard. We knew it would be, and yet the guys, the grit and the perseverance was pretty darn special tonight.
It was clear that they were focusing on Duval Jackson and your fullback game, but once you got Remsburg to the outside and then Donald was able to find some passes over the middle.
We had a couple key throws, to say the least. The 3rd and 11 to Gerard, and then Benny Waters came up with 2 huge plays. And, there are a lot of different ways to win. I mean, just the way we did it tonight. I mean, just another way. We found a way. And I'll tell you what, tip your cap to Colorado State, because I thought earlier they hit us right in the face, and yet we stayed on our feet. And it was a tough, difficult, tremendous football game that way.
Your defense had 8 sacks of Patrick O'Brien in this game. What a great effort.
Jim, I thought, we did a heck of a job mixing up coverages, some of the looks, certainly with what we did up front, and we won some one-on-ones too. So, we build on each game. We'll go in Monday and certainly being able to benefit from this film and go get ready for the next one.
Troy, you always talk about there are different ways to win, and this game maybe was the first time you had to win this way this year.
Oh, you're right about that. I mean, and hopefully we're going to have to come up with another way, as we move forward. Our defense, after the first drive, about the middle 40 minutes of the game, they were sensational.
Jake Shawzik has 4 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery. What a great effort from him.
Jim, you just couldn't be happier for a young man. I mean, Jake, the work he's put in, he went really his first 3 years where he hardly played. But for him, the maturity and the growth that he's made as a young man, but also as a football player. I mean, it's symbolic of anything you want in an Air Force football player, his perseverance, what he's made of as a young man, the maturity and growth he's made. Couldn't be more pleased for Jake.
Troy, congratulations.
Thank you.
Our defensive player of the game, Jake Shawzik, 4 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery. That was not a pretty game, and it was a grind effort for your club. What do you think the difference was in the game?
Well, honestly, on defense, I knew if we just kept making stops, because once we got in a roll after that first series, I knew the offense was going to turn it on and get the points they needed.
And it seemed like once you were able to get to O'Brien the first time, it seemed like it built confidence, or did it build confidence when then your defense to kind of pin your ears back a little bit?
Yeah, usually we have to be really worried about the mobile quarterbacks in the Mountain West, and once we were able to get there and we knew the DBs would hold them long enough, give us the time to get back there, and I think it gave us the confidence that we can go make these plays.
And with their ability to stretch the field, and we kind of saw that late, but for the middle part of this game, most of this game, you were able to get them off the field and give your offense a chance to get things going.
Yeah, they have great athletes on the edge. They've got some great skill players. They're just very fast. And so once we're able to get in a rhythm, it really helped us out.
What does a game like this and these numbers mean to you? Because maybe you haven't played as much as you've wanted. You've played more. You changed positions this year, obviously. So having these kinds of numbers, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot. I was able to help the team out a lot and how at 3 positions this year, and I've just been happy with my role. And for me to go out and produce today, fantastic.
Jay, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Our offensive player of the game, Donald Hammond, 5 of 11 passing, 126 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he ran for 42 yards and a score. Before the touchdown pass to Gerard Sanders, you threw him a pass on a 3rd down. It was 3rd and long, and he caught that for a 1st down. That kept the drive alive. That seems to be one of the key plays in this game. Talk about that play.
We knew that drive meant a lot. I believe we were down at that point. So we knew we had to go score and go get up on them, and then after that, everything else is in our control.
It's interesting. 3rd quarter, it seemed like everybody had a tough time, CSU and your offense as well. And then you're trailing 14-10. What are you saying to yourself in the 4th quarter? You're down. You've been down the whole game, haven't had the lead. What's running through your mind?
Nothing much. You know, we're an experienced team. We've been there before. We've been there a lot of times from last year, and we was telling ourselves that we had to just be us. Don't try to be anything more than what we are, and we would come out victorious.
Jesse Kurtz made a great comment. He thought in the fourth quarter especially that your conditioning as a team really took over. Could you see that on the field?
I think so, but I think that's what we pride ourselves on. We started turning the tempo up more in the fourth quarter. I mean, they also play here at altitude, but we pride ourselves in being in the best shape we possibly can for games.
You're winning 24-14, and it seems like the air goes out of them, and then they score a touchdown. Bam, they're right in it. They're down 3. Now what are you thinking as you get the ball back? You have it with about 6 minutes left in the game.
It's more the same thing that if we're just ourselves, you know, just trusting ourselves, trusting our abilities, we'll be all right. And, you know, we wanted to pull this one out for the defense. We wanted to hold on to the ball for a little while because last week they really did a great job of getting us that win. So,
Unofficially or officially, it's the Colorado sweep beating CU and CSU. What does it mean to this team? What does it mean to these seniors, you think?
it means a lot, especially not winning the CIC. But, you know, it gives us a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't say momentum, but, you know, a lot of pride when we go out places, know that we're the best team in Colorado. Yep. This is a great feeling.
Donald, congratulations.
Thank you.